Welcome back guys. In this video I'll be comparing the performance of different frame generation techniques in Ghost of Tsushima running on my Rog Ally. I have the Set 1 Extreme variant of this device. First I'll be trying out AMD's travel level implementation of frame generation, that is AFMF. It's absolutely free and available for all Rog Ally users. You can enable it from AMD's Adrenalin software. Works with DirectX 11 and 12 games only. Then I'll be trying out LSFG 2.0 available in lossless scaling application. It's a universal frame generator. Works on any GPU, whether it's from Intel, Nvidia or AMD, does not matter. Paid application, selling on Steam store for around $7 US. This application literally works with any game out there, especially the older titles. I even used it with GTA 4. Lastly, I'll be trying out FSR3 frame generation. It relies on optical flow technology and game data like motion vectors. This is why it cannot be implemented on a driver level basis. It's up to the developers to add FSR3 frame generation support to their games. Good thing is, Ghost of Tsushima officially supports FSR3 frame generation. Now when I tried using this technique on my Rog Ally, game was crashing frequently, so I searched the game Steam forum for the problem, found many posts related to it, where people had shared their settings that helped in preventing the game from crashing. I did some of my own testing, eventually found out the settings that did not cause the game to crash. I'll be showing you the complete settings. First I'll run the vanilla version of the game. My Ally is running on BIOS version 337. I've installed the latest stable GPU driver from AMD, Adrenalin version 24.5.1. For this game, I have set the UMA buffer size to 5 GB. With the medium preset guys, VRAM usage in this game stays within a range of 3900 to 4300 MB on Rog Ally. If you set the textures too high, VRAM usage can go up to 6.1 GB, causing the audio to stutter. Command center setting, using a 25 watts manual profile, 720p resolution, CPU boost disabled. Connected my GuliKit KK3 Max gamepad to Ally via Bluetooth mode. I'll be using AMD's Adrenalin's performance overlay to show you the performance metrics. Settings, resolution 720p, window mode set to full screen, FSR3 upscaler enabled using its quality preset, FSR3 frame generation disabled, VSync disabled. Using the low preset, motion blur strength set to nil. I'll just cap the FPS to 60 using RTSS. Set frame rate limit to 60. Launch the game. Adrenaline settings for the game. FreeSync enable. Anti-lag setting enable. VSync disable. That's it. AFMF disable for the timing. We are in. There's a character gen. I'm at Golden Temple. This area is very demanding. Lot of non-playable characters here. FPS is within a range of 50 to 55. It's within Ally's VRR range, 48 to 120 Hz. Input response. Not using any frame generation technique. Explore the area on foot. So many leaves floating around. Now I'll enable AFMF. Can be done on the fly, don't even need to exit the game. Open Adrenalin, Alt+R. From here just enable AFMF, check its status, it should be active. Resume the game, it will try to double the FPS. Frame generation lag amount 33 milliseconds, here FPS increase up to 104. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. But when I move the camera in complete circles, frame generation gets disabled. FPS drop down to around 49 according to AMD. AFMF does this in order to preserve the image quality. So again we are getting a variable FPS using AFMF. I'll just sprint without moving the camera. Sprinting in a straight line. AFMF is working properly now. 100 FPS. The moment I moved around, FPS dropped down to around 70, back up to 100. Not observing any graphical artifacts. Can observe the sluggishness when I quickly look around. So not impressed by the performance of AFMF. I'll just disable AFMF now and use LSFG 2.0. Oh, before that I'll just test the medium preset, my bad. Medium. Apply the setting. Back to the game. FPS dropped down to around 87. With the low preset we were getting around 100 FPS. Yeah, I can observe the sluggishness when I move the camera around. Base FPS is around 42 now. Big drop in performance. That fluidity is gone now. I'll disable AFMF. Drop the preset to low again and then enable LSFG. Low. AFMF disable. Minimize the game. Launch the application. Let it run in the background. Select LSFG 2.0 from this drop down bar under frame generation. Not using its performance mode. Clip cursor setting enable. Not using any upscaling technique. Draw FPS setting enable. Capture API DXGI. Settings. Make sure start as administrator setting is enabled. Hotkey for enabling LSFG. Control Alt and S. That's it. Return to the game. Press Control Alt and S keys. Its FPS counter will pop up in the top left corner. LSFG is working. And just restart the game as I change the textures. Repeat the same sequence. Here FPS is around 85 with frame generation. Camera motion appears to be a bit smoother with LSFG enabled. When I move the camera in complete circles, frame generation does not get disabled. Just enable AMD's overlay. Yeah, base FPS has dropped down to around 42. LSFG 2.0 is a bit demanding. Here I am observing some sluggishness. FPS is variable. I will just use the performance mode of lossless scaling. Want the base FPS to be on the higher side. Minimize the game, lossless scaling app. Enable performance mode. Go back to the game. Enable frame generation. Yeah, now we are getting around 109 FPS. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. Performance mode is working better on Rog Ally in this game. Moving the camera in complete circles, I can observe some flickering. Engine's head is flickering. This flickering does not occur when I move the camera at a normal speed. Only happens when I move the camera in complete circles. Sprint around. So if you are facing some problems with FSR 3 frame generation, like the game crashing, you can try using LSFG. Its performance mode. Enable Adrenalin's overlay. Base FPS is around 50. I'll just switch to the medium preset. There you go. Now the base FPS dropped down to around 42. Can observe the sluggishness. FPS with frame generation is around 90. Not bad. You can still play the game. Yeah, these shadows are very demanding. 38 FPS. Now I'll be using FSR 3 frame generation. We'll show you the settings that will help in preventing the game from crashing. First, open the game's Adrenalin profile. Disable all of the settings from here. They can cause the game to crash. Freezing disable. V-Sync disable. Anti-lag setting disable. Nothing enabled. Make sure that no third-party overlay is running in the background like MSI Afterburner. Even RTSs can cause the game to crash. Just remove the 60 FPS cap. Close the application. Enable frame generation from the game's launcher. Rest of the settings are left as is. Using the low preset, launch the game. Nothing is enabled from Adrenalin. Just enable AMD's overlay. If for some reason FPS counter freezes, just enable Army Grades overlay. Minimal. This can happen if you have installed the AMD GPU driver. We are in. Here FPS is around 95. Move the camera in complete circles. Frame generation does not get disabled. 92 to 96 FPS. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. Not observing any graphical artifacts. Jin's head is not flickering. Trying hard to observe it. Sprinting. Beautiful lighting. very consistent performance. Now I'll switch to the medium preset. Medium, you can even increase the texture filtering setting to 16 times. It will barely affect the performance, but for this comparison video I'll just stick with the medium preset. Yeah, FPS dropped down to around 75. Again, the performance is consistent. FPS is staying around 75. You can actually play the game this way. In other areas, performance should be better than this. I'll just go on a quest now. Personally, I would recommend using FSR 3 frame generation in this game. If it gives you problem, you can try using LSFG. Get on my horse. And there it is. Its name is Sora. We out. I'm in the golden jungle. Just follow the track. Looking for a golden bird. It will guide me towards my next quest. There it is. 86 FPS here. Big open area. Oh my god, an animal. It's the bear. Found a puzzle. Combat nearby. It's that bear preventing me from starting this quest. I think I need to kill the bear. It's looking at me. Using my bow. Ran away. You can see VRAM usage is around 4.4 GB. Still cannot start the quest. Combat nearby. I have to kill the bear. This is annoying. Bear just disappeared. GPU is maxed out. You can definitely play the game on Ally using the medium preset.
Who's been taken? The invaders took our house. Down the road. My wife is there. With my son. You left your family behind? What choice did I have? I'm no warrior. I'll help you. Stay here.
Start the quest. Go on foot from here. I initiate a standoff. Standoff. Hold Y key. Release it at the right moment. Right before our enemy's attack line. He's dead. You need to be careful. Can't counter that attack. And the attack flashes at. Oh my god. I'll use my kunai. Yeah, this guy is dead. Another one bites dust. 80 to 90 FPS here. Big guy again. Two man staggered him. Cleared the area. So it's an amazing experience on Rog Ally using FSR 3 frame generation in this game. You just need to enable certain settings in order to prevent the game from crashing. That's it with the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.